This is not about the Switch game. So, this is a game that, for very obvious reasons, I have been playing an absolute ton of. I have been Let's Playing it on the main channel. If you guys didn't know that, go check out Poke Plays. That's my main channel where I do most of my Let's Play type stuff that is not about my regular hobbies. But because of that Let's Play, I have gained a new level of love for this series that made me want to kind of dedicate a spot on the shelf that is not just for the little bit that came with the special edition. I wanted some more stuff to put with WitchSpring R, and to show how much I really enjoyed the game. Speaking of which, just so you guys are aware, there is a new WitchSpring type game it looks like coming out later this year or next year. They started announcing stuff for it early this year, literally as I was working on the Let's Play. And I'm really excited about it, but there's some things that weren't in the special edition that I wanted to get a hold of, and I have gotten a lot of them shipped in from Korea. So, we're going to be going over some of them today and taking a look and seeing what they're all about. These appear to be sealed, which is funny because the listing showed them as opened, so I'm a little bit weirded out, but we'll see what they come with. But first things first, let's start off with the soundtrack. For some reason, the original special edition did not come with any physical media form of the soundtrack. No CD, no USB stick, no anything else. The only way you could get a hold of the soundtrack was to download it using that download code. That download code is now expired. You can't access your thing anymore unless you bought it on Steam like I did, because I spent way too much money, and by that, not by too much money, I mean the exact amount I was happy with. I appreciate you guys and what you guys made, but I do wish you gave us a physical version of the soundtrack here in America. So this should be a sort of physical version. It's not going to be a CD, which is unfortunate. The only way to get a CD is to order the PS5 special edition from Korea, and that's like $200 to $300. I'm not doing that. But this was like $20, I think. And I want to go ahead and crack it open. I didn't realize this thing was sealed whenever I went to go open stuff, so this is going to be interesting. I've got to figure out how to open this without breaking stuff. Got it. Cardboard inside. Thought I got it. I got a corner off. Yeah. I mean that. I hate these kind of opening things. I hate this plastic stuff. I don't want to scratch the cover. Give me a second. I hate that shrink wrap crap. There we go. So, inside here, nice little art, little book. And this is a USB card. This, I can slide it out, contains the soundtrack on a USB stick. In a nice little card form so you can kind of store it in somewhere nice. All you gotta do is slide that out, and USB stick goes in. There's your, there's your soundtrack. It's kind of nice and easy to use, which I like. You can also just get it from Steam, just so you know. You don't have to buy it this way. I just really wanted to. Also, this doesn't stay closed. It's a little sad. But, of course, there's inside there's a book, too, that tells you the track list. I can't read any of this. Director's message. I also can't read that. Music director interview. I can't read that either, but this is very pretty artwork. And I can't read any of this. But I'm very glad to have this in my hand, because I mainly just wanted a soundtrack that was a physical form that I could sit down and have in some form that I can listen to and put on things like my Moondrop players and stuff like that, because right now the only way I could do that is if I ripped them off of my Steam account, and I don't feel like doing that sometimes. I just want to have a USB that I can just boop and then listen to music. And I can also use this in my car, because my car takes USB, not CDs. Next thing I have, though, little mysterious box. It says WitchSpring on the bottom of it. Maybe that's the top. I don't know. We'll find out when I get the box. Ah. This, I'm glad it's sealed. That makes it easier to display. Nice little coin. Really nice coin, actually. Is that the crest? Hold on. I couldn't find anything, but I believe, and I could be wrong, it's been a minute since I recorded this portion. I believe this is the crest from, that you get from Livia. in order to get around and figure out where the guy is in the ship. Also, this is in a box that I believe you can open up. You can open it. I'm not going to keep it open. I just want to recenter it. Because it was very much not. Close enough. A lot better. Probably going to actually display it like that. But yeah, nice little coin. That was really cool, and I like this little pull tab thing. I should start doing the pull tabs, because it makes it so I don't have to sit here and... But the last thing I wanted to show you is something that I didn't know was going to be one giant piece. It's rather big. So her eyes are blue in this one too. Explain! This is an acrylic little setup. I thought it looked cute. So, I figured we could set this up. It's got little, well, little setups for each one. And I thought it'd be cute. We got Luna, Pyberry, and Reyna. Probably gonna cut that out. Let's go ahead and get this open. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Got a big piece of cardboard on the back. Oh, shows you how to make it. Really cool. That actually makes this a lot easier. Because, I'm mistaken with these. They're not like inset, you pop them out because of the fact that they're stuck to this back plastic. Start with Reyna. Oh, they're shiny on the back. A blue color. That's kind of cool. So, for Reyna, just pop that off. You put her crest. That's what it actually is. And she goes there. That's cute. Let's do Luna next. Her eyes are blue on this. Why is her eyes yellow in the new? I'm sure they're gonna explain it eventually, but it still bothers me. Because it's just... no one brings it up. In the if you're watching the Let's Play, you've seen me freak out about this. Luna's eyes just randomly changed in the prologue stuff, and... I don't get it. I didn't expect it, and I don't get it. That in there. And Luna's house. I was worried about spoilers, and there's two characters here that are from late game. And Pyberry. Pyberry gets a teleportation circle, it looks like. Which is funny, because they could have done her house too. There's a little bit of a scratch going across, it's fine. That won't show up when I'm using it. Whenever I got it out in display. There is a little scratch. I'm not worried about it. I will say, these are a lot easier to get out in terms of the pulling, but they're a lot louder. I didn't even check. Do these have like a peel on them? Don't look like it. I'm gonna guess no. Pyberry actually gets the logo. Pyberry on there. Her little food can go here. Actually, her cauldron, I believe. And her teleportation circle goes here. Nice and cute. Put all of them side by side. I could set up properly. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about peeling. Of course, if it did, I couldn't read it. But yeah, there's a little tiny scratch going across the WitchSpring R logo, but I actually kind of like it, so I'm not going to be upset. And that's really it. Doesn't seem like a lot, but for in terms of like in terms of just getting a small setup done with WitchSpring, I will take it, because I had a giant setup at my old apartment, Well, actually, not my old apartment. Whenever I lived with my parents for a bit. What am I talking about? This is from before I moved out. Whenever I lived over there, I had a giant setup for Xenoblade. And I kind of want to have the same kind of thing for WitchSpring is what my goal is. If I set them up this way, they can all... Nope. If I set them up this way, they can, though. There we go. Pieberry in the middle, Luna, Reina. Perfect. But yeah, not a lot, but enough to make me happy. That's for dang sure. But I think that'll do everything for now. Until next time, my name's PokeDoo2. See you guys later. Peace.